My mother-in-law always had a sudden emergency on Valentine's Day, so this year I was ready for it. For the past 4 years, Delilah had perfected her timing. Each February 14th, a crisis would materialize exactly 1 hour before Garrett and I were supposed to leave for dinner. Year 1, her car broke down. We spent our anniversary at a mechanic shop. Year 2, a mysterious stomach virus that required Garrett to stay overnight. I ate takeout alone. Year 3, she'd locked herself out and needed him to break in through a window. Last year was my favorite. She called screaming about a break-in, only for us to discover her neighbor's cat had knocked over a lamp. This year, I'd planned ahead. I made our reservation for lunch instead of dinner, and told Delilah we were going out the following weekend. Valentine's Day arrived. We were getting dressed when his phone rang at 11:47 a.m. "Don't answer it," I said. He looked at the screen. "It's Mom. Let it go to voicemail." 3 more calls. Then mine started ringing. "What if it's actually serious?" Garrett asked. "It's never serious." We made it to the restaurant, ordered appetizers. Then Garrett's phone buzzed with a text from his sister. "Mom's in the hospital. Heart attack. Get here now." The color drained from his face. We abandoned our food and drove to County General. His sister Fiona was in the waiting room, scrolling through her phone, not crying, not panicking, scrolling. "Where is she?" Garrett demanded. Fiona looked up, confused. "Who? Mom, you texted she had a heart attack." "What? No, I didn't." Garrett showed her his phone. Fiona's eyes widened. "I didn't send that. I've been at brunch all morning." A nurse approached. "Are you here for Delilah? Is she okay?" Garrett asked. "She's fine." Checked herself and claiming chest pains. "All tests came back normal. She's been asking for you for the past hour." Fiona grabbed Garrett's arm. "Show me your phone." She pulled up her own messages. "I didn't text you. My last message was 3 days ago." "Then how?" "Mom has access to my iCloud," Fiona said slowly. "From when I had phone issues last year, Delilah had sent the text from Fiona's account, created a fake emergency, got herself admitted. We found her in room 237, sitting up in bed, wearing her most pitiful expression. "Oh, thank God you're here," she said. "I was so scared." "Mom?" I interrupted. Her face shifted. "We know what you did." Calculation replaced concern. "I don't know what you mean." "You sent that text from Fiona's iCloud." Delilah's eyes narrowed. "You're being paranoid." Garrett stared at his mother like he'd never seen her before. "All those years," he said quietly. "Every Valentine's Day. None of it was real." The mask dropped. "So what?" Delilah snapped. "You picked her over your own mother. Someone needs to remind you where your priorities should be. You faked a heart attack, and you would have ignored a real one." That's when 3 people walked into the room. A man in a suit, a woman with a briefcase, a hospital administrator. "Mrs. Delilah Morrison, I'm Detective Walsh. We need to discuss fraudulent use of emergency services and unauthorized account access." Delilah's face went white. The woman opened her briefcase. "I'm representing Fiona, who's pressing charges for identity theft." Garrett looked at me. I looked at Fiona, standing in the doorway. She shrugged. "I called them while you were driving, checked my iCloud activity. She's been reading my messages for 8 months. 8 months? Garrett whispered. "How else do you think she knows what Trevor and I are planning?" The detective pulled out handcuffs. Delilah screamed as they led her away. A nurse approached with a clipboard. "I need someone to sign discharge papers. She's being transferred to County Holding." Garrett's phone buzzed. He looked at the screen and went gray. "What?" I asked. He turned it toward me. A text from his father, who'd been in Europe. "Just landed. Trevor called. What's happening with Delilah and Fiona? Why do I have 47 missed calls?" I couldn't fit what happens next in this short video. Watch the rest down below. We stood in the hospital hallway, Garrett staring at his phone like it might explode. "Your dad's been in Barcelona for 3 weeks, I said slowly. "How does he know anything?" Fiona walked over, arms crossed. "Trevor called him when I said I was pressing charges. Thought Roger should know before he landed and found his wife in county jail." "This is insane," Garrett whispered. "This whole day is insane." His phone rang. Roger's name flashed on screen. "Answer it," I said. Garrett hit speaker. "Dad, what the hell is going on?" Roger's voice was rough, angry. "Trevor just told me Delilah's been arrested." "For what? Identity theft? That can't be right." "She hacked Fiona's iCloud," Garrett said. "Sent a fake text from Fiona's phone saying she'd had a heart attack, then checked herself into the hospital." Silence. "To ruin your Valentine's dinner?" "To ruin every Valentine's dinner," I said. "This is the 5th year." More silence. Then, "I need to call my lawyer." "Your lawyer?" Fiona cut in. "Dad, she committed actual crimes. Multiple crimes. She's still your mother. She's been reading my private messages for 8 months. Fiona's voice cracked. "Everything Trevor and I discussed. Our plans, our problems, our fights. She knew it all and used it against us." I heard Roger exhale. "I'm getting in a cab. Don't let them move her until I get there." He hung up. Garrett looked at me. "He's going to try to fix this." "Of course he is," Fiona said bitterly. "He always does." We ended up in the hospital cafeteria, none of us hungry but needing somewhere to sit. Somewhere that wasn't room 237, where Delilah had performed her tragic death scene. "I should have known," Fiona said, stirring cold coffee. "Last month, Trevor and I had this huge fight about whether to tell her we were moving to Portland. Next day, she calls crying about how no one tells her anything anymore, how she's losing her whole family." "She knew you were moving?" I asked. "We hadn't told anyone, not even Garrett." She looked at her brother. "Trevor wanted to wait until his job offer was official. Didn't want to jinx it." Garrett rubbed his face. "What else did she know?" "Everything." Fiona pulled out her phone, scrolling through her iCloud activity log. "Look at this. She accessed my messages 247 times in 8 months. My photos, my notes. She even read my therapy journal." I leaned in. The timestamps were damning. Multiple accesses per day. some at 2 a.m., some at 6 a.m. She was obsessed, I said. She was controlling, Fiona corrected. There's a difference. Garrett's phone buzzed. A text from Roger. 20 minutes out. We should go back upstairs, I said. I'm not going back there, Fiona said. I gave my statement to Detective Walsh. I signed the paperwork. I'm done. No, she stood up. I'm not watching Dad bail her out. I'm not listening to excuses. She violated my privacy for months. She faked a medical emergency. She impersonated me. Her voice broke. She destroyed any trust I had left. Trevor appeared from around the corner, tall, quiet, with kind eyes. He put his arm around Fiona. Come on, let's go home. They left. Garrett and I sat there, surrounded by the smell of overcooked vegetables and antiseptic. I should go up, he finally said. Do you want me to come? He hesitated. No, I need to do this alone. I watched him walk to the elevators, shoulders slumped. The same man who'd been excited about fancy appetizers 6 hours ago, before his mother had imploded our Valentine's Day. Again, I pulled out my phone and did what I always did when things got weird. I called my best friend Ramona. Hey, how's the romantic lunch? She answered. We're at County General. Delilah got arrested. What? I explained everything. The fake text, the iCloud breach, the 8 months of surveillance. Ramona listened without interrupting. One of the things I loved about her. So she's actually being charged? She asked when I finished. Detective Walsh seemed pretty serious. And Fiona's pressing charges for identity theft. Good. She should. Roger's on his way from the airport to fix it. Of course he is. Ramona sighed. How's Garrett taking it? He looks like someone ran over his childhood dog. His mother's a narcissist who's been sabotaging his marriage for years. He should be relieved.